Street Beat.
Bourbon Street Beat.
Bourbon Street Beat.
Starring Richard Long,
In New Orleans,
Andrew Duggan,
this is the blues.
with Arlene Howell and Van Williams. Produced by Warner Brothers.
Bourbon Street Beat.
As long as we have room for you, you're always welcome.
Oh, thank you, Sergeant.
Can I help you, son?
Yes, I'd like to report a disappearance. A missing person.
Name?
Brown, Elise Brown. E-L-Y-S-E, she spells it.
Relationship?
Well, she's my girl. But put down friend.
Look, Sonny, we can't go chasing around finding kids' lost girls for them.
But she could be dead. She's missing. She's a missing person.
I'm sorry, son. Sergeant Griffin.
Ready, Melody?
It's Melody Lee, Kenneth.
Now.
No, let me wet my lips, please. Now.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
We'd better get to work. Mr. Randolph wants these files cleaned out. Mr. Calhoun, isn't he a doll? Wants these taken down to the police department.
How about some cheesecake?
He wants them taken by you, Kenneth. Now.
No leg guards?
Kenneth.
Just where are our esteemed slave drivers?
They're in their offices cooking up deals.
Mr. Calhoun. Busy?
I'm just thinking about the Lambert case.
Well, drop it for a second. Come in and sample a creation. Now, the secret of a perfect crayfish bisque is the sprig of thyme. Well, what do you think?
I don't, unless old man Lambert killed his wife.
The soup.
Sprig of thyme did it again. Maybe it was the houseboy. I still don't understand how he got her up in that oak tree.
Ah, crayfish heads brown to a turn. Aren't we right, Mr. Calhoun, in not sharing this gourmet's delight with the rest of our staff?
Good idea. Melody Lee.
Yes, Mr. Calhoun. Of course, Mr. Calhoun. Kenny!
Yeah.
Soup's on. Mr. Randolph's specialty. And I do mean crawfish bisque.
She hadn't been hanging there very long before those kids found her.
Oh, Kenny, there's milk in the refrigerator for you. I got an extra gallon. And Melody, will you give the table a final check? Let's see, we'll need large napkins and individual nutcrackers.
Nutcrackers? To eat soup?
For the crayfish.
Texas, we never ate soup with nutcrackers.
Imagine hanging there, strangled, in that lovely old oak tree.
Who was hanging strangled where? I'm Tony Picard, Mr. Randolph. I'm sorry to break in, but we're sort of fifth or sixth cousins.
I don't have any cousins. Human cousins, that is.
Well, I have one or two. I'm Rex Randolph. Glad to know you, Tony.
Thank you, sir. But who was hanging from that old oak tree?
A woman named Lambert.
Oh,
Why?
my girl, she's disappeared. I thought maybe that woman...
Well, Mrs. Lambert would be a little old for you, Tony. Now, Melody, let's serve up that bisque. Join us for lunch?
I can't eat anything. I can't sleep. I can't think about anything except my girl. That's why I came here, why I just barged in. Will you find her for me?
Well, I don't know. I guess we can try, Tony.
My parents keep me on a tight allowance. It may take me a while to pay you.
Oh, we don't worry about money in this outfit.
At least not if you're in the family.
Sit down, Tony. Now, what can you tell us about your girl?
I could talk forever. Her name's Elise Brown, E-L-Y-S-E. And of all people to suddenly disappear like this. But she's busy, careful, well organized. If she says that she'll meet you at 3 o'clock or something, well, when the clock strikes 3, she's there on the dot. Then last night we had our regular date for dinner. But she never arrived. Elise never arrived. And she hasn't been to her apartment or her job since. And the police, they're not any help at all. They act like I have no right, even to report she's missing.
Do you have a right, Tony?
Well, we've been going steady for over a year.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that... Well, it... Just think of her as my wife.
Is she, Tony?
I'm 20, she's 22. I told you about my allowance. How could we possibly be married? Besides, my father would... Yes, we've been married for almost a year. But nobody must know, nobody.
Everything's ready, Mr. Randolph.
Good. Now, at least keep us company, Tony. And, we'll need a little more to go on than just the name Elise.
I don't quite know where to begin, Mr. Randolph.
Well, suppose you begin by calling me Rex. And this is Cal.
Tony?
And Melody.
Hello, Tony.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tony,
Kenny.
get a chair.
Tony?
Maybe you can describe her.
She's beautiful. She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She's about 5'5", and she's...
Yes, Tony?
Well, she works for a contractor, the Al E. Duffy Construction Company.
Duffy?
Builds roads in the bio country. Way out in the bio country.
Get the circus wagon out of here, mister.
You Duffy?
I'm Duffy. And we got working equipment coming in and out. And I don't want you marred in the middle of my road. Rainiest spring we've had in 15 years, and you just drive into my clearing like it was a freeway. What do you want out here anyway?
Girl named Elise Brown.
What about her?
I'm looking for her. She works here, doesn't she?
She did?
Did?
Did. Meaning she went home from work a couple of days ago. I ain't seen her since. So, she don't work for me no more. And like I said, mister, get your circus wagon out of here.
Will you loan me a shovel?
George, bring this marred-in joker a shovel.
If I were you, mister, I'd leave those shoes on. This time of the year, water moccasins everywhere. Only about this long in the spring. Find them all over. If they find you, you ain't living long after.
Uh-huh. You know Elise Brown? Miss Brown, the secretary bookkeeper here?
I seen her.
Well, she a nice girl?
She comes on the 9 o'clock bus mornings. Mr. Duffy picks her up in the pickup truck. Lunchtime, she and he go to the trailer house. Evenings, 4, drives back to the bus. What I know about Miss Brown? I seed her.
Uh-huh. Well, where's this trailer house?
Yonder, to the left.
George!
You're later than usual, Mr. Calhoun.
Miss Mercer took me to a movie, Paul. A very sad movie. Got any sad music, Baron?
The saddest.
Now, don't you cry, Mr. Calhoun. Don't you dare cry.
Well, I've seen some real tearjerkers. Broken Blossom, Camille, Dark Victory. And what that poor little old collie dog had to go through tonight while his little old master was caught in that little old bear trap.
How'd it end?
Happily.
I tell you.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Checked with Miss Brown's bank. Balance, 182. No checks drawn last week. Retail Credit Association, no trouble. The doctor says she's a mature, stable, healthy young lady. All in all, it adds up to the same description Tony gave of his wife. Shh. A busy, well-organized person.
I'm beginning to wonder if Elise Brown isn't or wasn't just a little too busy.
Meaning?
Did you know that the water moccasins are almost everywhere this time of the year? Of course, they're only about this long, but if they happen to find you, you ain't living long after.
Snakes. Ooh.
Did you check the morgue?
Morgue, hospital, everywhere. Nothing.
Snakes, morgues. If I were Miss Brown, I'd just soon not be found where you all are looking. Oh, here comes your cute little cousin.
Hello, Tony.
I guess I'm a little early.
He's going to take us to the girl's apartment. I thought Melody could give us the feminine angle.
Well, that's a good idea. Sit down.
No, I couldn't do that. Not here, anyway. Elise loved this place.
Well, don't you think she still might like it?
If you found anything out about Elise, Mr. Randolph, You certainly must know that for her to disappear like this, she almost has to be dead. She always calls herself the self-improvement kid. She made herself be beautiful.
Did quite a job.
I met her at a little theater group she works with at night. Ballet, singing, piano. Well, look around, you'll see. I guess I've been kind of nervous and jumpy around the house. My folks started asking questions. So I told them Elise was gone and I'd talk to you.
Good.
Would you come around and meet them later?
Sure, Tony, we'd be glad to.
Just you alone. My father doesn't like strangers. Well, you are a cousin.
Oh, look. As neat as a shiny new pin. Isn't fair. Not fair at all for a girl who keeps her closet like this to just disappear. She must have loved it.
Her closet?
Melody gets a little carried away.
Being a man, there's some things that you don't understand about women that women understand about women. And no woman that keeps her clothes like this, as if they were more than just clothes that she wore, would up and vanish willingly.
Got a point there, sugar. Come on. Won't fit in your wallet.
You understand, Rex. Tony's our only son, my only heir. As such, he has family traditions, responsibilities to uphold. And I intend that he continues to uphold them. Now, he's had every luxury, every advantage. Although I have been careful about money with him, he hasn't had much of that. Not cash with which to make mistakes. But in this case, we can pay you, Rex. He can't. My wife and I would like to hire you to find this girl.
I'll be glad to do what I can.
Good. We'll appreciate that. Now, if you'll excuse us, Tony.
Me? Why?
I want to speak in private to Rex.
Well, anything you say concerns me.
Now, don't argue with me, Tony.
I'm not just going to be ordered out of here. I got Rex to come in the first place.
Tony, darling, your father wants to do this in his own way.
Of course he does. He always wants to do everything in his own way.
Rex, you see, I only met this Miss Brown but once. She's hardly in the Pickard tradition. I suspect she has her eye on more than our son.
Anthony, she's a very sweet girl and very hard-working.
Well, I wanted someone better for Tony, and I still do.
But he's very fond of her and terribly upset that she's missing.
Yes, probably some cheap prank to call attention to herself. Maybe to get a little pity.
You shouldn't talk about her. She may be in some kind of trouble that we know nothing about.
Do you have a suspicion of just what kind of trouble she might be in?
Well, it's easy to suspect many things about Miss Brown. But as Janet said, we know nothing for sure.
Yes? Yes. Mr. Randolph. He's right here.
Thank you. Hello? Yeah. All right, we'll be right down. That was my partner calling from the morgue. They fished a body out of the river, a young woman's. I'm afraid identification won't be pleasant or easy, but necessary.
Well, I'll go. If it's Elise, I'm sure I can identify her. Anthony, you must keep Tony here. He shouldn't know about this. Not yet, anyway. We can go this way, Mr. Randolph.
This is Mrs. Picard, my partner, Mr. Calhoun.
How do you do?
How do you?
And Lieutenant Pearson.
How do you do?
There's another couple in there now, Mrs. Picard. Their daughter was reported missing earlier this week. They're looking at the body.
Well, I thought... Well, I see.
An identification doesn't usually take long, ma'am. Just yes or no. Won't you be seated, please?
Thank you.
I hope this won't be too unpleasant for you.
Well, I'm somewhat stronger than I look. It's Tony I worry about.
Well, I think he's somewhat stronger than he looks, too. He's already faced the fact she might be dead.
Well, there is an unanswerableness about death. What worries me more is if he finds out that she was unfaithful.
Unfaithful?
You mean another man who might have killed her?
Another man. And then she might have killed herself. An unhappy alliance. Suicide. Like her father's death. He jumped off one of those riverboats. They never found his body. Elise was just a little girl, but a thing like that can scar a child.
Are you sure of this?
My husband uncovered it. He never trusted Elise.
They have made a definite identification. I'm sorry we gave you a scare like this, ma'am.
Oh, that's all right. I'm terribly sorry for them. It's tragic to lose a daughter. I'm grateful that it was only a scare.
May we drive you home?
Well, that won't be necessary. I can take a cab if you'll call one.
One of our men will take you home. A privilege, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna need an extra file for false leads.
Maybe some of them aren't so false.
Meaning?
I think we've asked enough questions of the family. Maybe we ought to talk to a few of Elise Brown's friends.
That little theater where she spent her evenings is called the Birdcage on De Quincy Lane.
Land of honey, land of myrrh. Peasants, workers, warriors. Look, we're going to get the fire extinguishers. I mean, we are going to get them, but right now this is a rehearsal.
Well, we're not from the fire department, Nero.
And we're sorry to interrupt what is clearly a talented experiment in combining the arts of mime, dance, and drama. We do apologize.
Well, you can stay, I guess. Land of honey, land of myrrh. Look, you put me off. That look?
We came to talk to you about a member of your group named Elise Brown.
She's supposed to be here right now, right here.
Any of you tell us anything about her?
She could tell you plenty.
You know how I feel about Elise Brown, Hubert.
That's what I mean.
Suppose you and I find a nice, comfortable loge for two. Have a little chat, hmm?
There was only one man in Elise's life, Mr. Anthony Picard III. Real frantic, too.
Anybody else? Men in her life?
Tony's it with Elise Brown. She's pure. She invented driven snow.
Elise Brown? All wound up, mister. She'd do anything for anybody, anywhere, if there was lettuce involved. And I don't mean a salad.
You know anything about a job with a Mr. Al Duffy?
Do I know? I was up for the same job. Type 50 words a minute to her 40. We went to the same secretarial school. I almost had the job, and then Miss Kitty Cat Cool went to see him on a Saturday afternoon. A Saturday afternoon. By Monday, she had the job. Well, jump to your own conclusions, if you need to.
Anyone ever tell you you're a real sweet kid?
Look, you asked me a question, mister. You may not like my answer, but it's the truth.
You and I could really clash some cymbals, little man.
Some other time. What now?
I think it's back to moccasin country again. Little man.
Wake up. Come on.
Look at this. Cashed it in day before yesterday. $874.
Keep looking in here. I'm gonna prowl around outside. You all right?
Just tattooed with a little buckshot.
What are you doing?
Sending for a few reserves. Operator, get me the state police, and quick. All right, hold it right there. I'll take that. Now get out of there with your hands nice and high.
What right you got here, mister? You're trespassing.
And you belong here?
We work here.
Leastways, we did. What do you mean, did? Before Al Duffy checked out?
Shut up, Red.
Oh, when was that?
Well, no, just disappeared.
Will you shut your mouth, Red?
Disappeared's a word that's growing quite familiar to me. I don't suppose you know where he disappeared to.
We ain't answering no questions of a trespasser.
Well, the police are on their way, boys. Maybe you can answer their questions.
Yeah, and maybe they'll have a few to ask you, mister.
Yeah, we'll find that out when they get here.
All right, just make yourself nice and comfortable. We'll wait for him.
I'll be along when I get this story straight.
Buckshot's messy. I may never again be able to wear an off-the-shoulder holster. Those swamp cats ever hear of Elise Brown?
I didn't get that far. All I found out is that Duffy's taking a powder for sure.
This your partner, Mr. Randall?
Mr. Calhoun.
Mr. Calhoun, I'm Delaney, Sheriff of La Crosse Parish.
Sheriff?
When a man is shot in this jurisdiction, we not only want to know who shot him, but also why he was standing where the bullet hit.
An oversight, Sheriff.
In other words, what are you two men doing here?
Looking for a girl named Elise Brown. Hired to do so, in fact.
Shadow dicks, huh?
We prefer a more formal expression.
Oh, I get more formal. At headquarters. There's free transportation waiting for you right outside.
Come away from that window.
It's gonna be an awful storm. If that river starts raising, the levee will flood over.
Shut up and come away from that window.
If the levee floods over, you know what'll happen.
Duffy apparently got a maximum loan on all of his equipment. Cash. Like a man who's about to make tracks.
You think the brown girl made him with him?
She didn't. She wouldn't run away with him.
I wouldn't be too positive, son. I've seen some strange guys women have run away with.
Not Elise.
Maybe you better give me a reason why not.
Maybe you better give me a reason. Why you're keeping me here on the griddle. What about those two swamp goons you've got locked up in there?
Take it
I've
easy.
questioned them, Mr. Picard. I'll talk to him again. Right now, I'm questioning you.
You know, the big guy's getting kind of jumpy. Guess the storm's got him spooked. Keeps talking about the levee flooding and what's going to happen.
Now, wait a minute, Sheriff. Maybe we want to keep him talking. Sheriff, you think you could dig up some old clothes for Mr. Calhoun?
Me?
Come on, hop in.
Not till you put the top up.
The top up?
This car has a little button that you push. That makes the top go up. So push it.
Why have a sports car if you have to put the top up?
It's about to pour. Pitchforks and tadpoles.
When the first tadpole hits me, I'll put the top up. Come on, Melody. We won't make it up to the cabin today.
No.
Allow me.
Thank you, Beauregard.
My levee done broke. My levee is gone. My levee.
What are you talking about, mister?
The levee on my home place is broke. All my fields is flooded. So I takes me a drink of corn, or 2 or 3. I get into my truck. 'Cause I don't want to see my fields float down the Mississippi. And I ain't going fast at all. That takes me another pull of corn. And here comes that siren. Floods.
Floods. You heard it. Floods all over. Been raining for hours. Levee's breaking.
Shut up, Red. He's right. Been raining hours. Raining cats and dogs. 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet of muddy water pouring into my little old fields.
You said we weren't gonna hurt her. You promised. You said all we's gonna do is tie her up and not hurt her. Now she's gonna drown. With 8 feet of water coming over that levee like he says, she's gonna drown.
When it's all in here, she's gonna drown. Jailer, sheriff, anybody.
What's the matter?
This reminds me of that old movie.
In the movies, the man would have put the top up.
I did.
Not before a cloud burst. Right down my neck.
My neck, too.
One thing they didn't have in the movies was Elise Brown's handwriting in the account books. Nice and neat, just like a closet. Here's an interesting discovery. Come here, Kenneth. Mr. Al Duffy knew Elise was married to Tony Pickard.
Salary check. Made out to Elise Picard. A week ago. Not endorsed. This could be important. Maybe we'd better,
Maybe we'd better not.
I was just gonna say call Rex and Cal at the sheriff's.
Then you just do that.
Dial tone. Phone's out. Storm, I guess.
You mean you and I are way out here alone together without even a phone?
We've been way out here alone together without a phone for almost an hour.
Then you just go see if you can get the car started.
Mind if I get dressed first? It's easier to wrestle alligators with my clothes on.
Your partner, Gator Joe, won't talk, Red. He isn't very bright. If the girl's dead, like you say...
I didn't say.
You said she might have drowned.
Who you anyway? How'd you get in that tank? Are you a stool pigeon? How come you let him out?
I'll ask the questions, Red. Where's the girl?
I don't know.
But you did tie her up someplace.
I don't remember.
You better try to remember, Red, before it's too late. Not only for the girl, but for you, too.
What do you mean?
Once you've been electrocuted, it's real hard to remember things.
But if you tell us where she is, Red, maybe you won't be electrocuted. Maybe you'll live your full, natural life.
We tied her up and put her in the flood watchman's shack on the levee. Right on the levee.
Which shack?
I don't know. I can't remember the names of places.
Why'd you do a thing like that in the first place? Why'd you kidnap her at all?
Ask Gator Joe!
We told you about Gator Joe, Red. He's not playing it smart, not smart like you.
He doesn't seem to care whether he dies or not, like you care.
Mr. Randolph, sir, look what we found in that old truck out there.
Truck? Yeah, we got stuck in the mud, like you did. I was looking for something to dig us out.
And found that. Sort of stuck down behind the seat.
$1,000 in $100 bills.
You found this in Duffy's truck?
Behind the seat.
Did Al Duffy pay you to take that girl, Red?
I don't know. I ain't never seen that money before. Gator drove the truck. I didn't.
After you tied the girl up, what'd you do, Red?
We went and got something to eat.
Where?
At one of them places that sells Frankfurter things. We sat down on stools and Gator brought me a Frankfurter thing.
This carton the money was in, the Blue Moon Cafe up near St. Jean's Lake, where they sell Frankfurter things.
St. Jean's Lake, Red. Is that where?
I don't know. I can't remember the name of places.
They're all flooded out up there anyway. The road's closed, spillway's flooded over. That's where they took her. He's right. She's dead, sure as anything. Drowned.
Shall we see if that car of mine can swim?
Why not?
There's been one drowning. Don't add more.
My feet are beginning to get wet.
Well, don't worry. It'll go down by midsummer. There's a watchman's shack.
Yeah, but your car hasn't got a rudder.
I know, but it's the only one around here. It might be the one we're looking for.
Water moccasins around here. This is Gator country, remember?
I know.
I'll get it, Tony. I'll get it. Yes? Hello? Oh, yes, Mr. Calhoun.
What is it?
All right. We'll start right away.
What is it? What did he want? We'll start right away where?
St. Jean's Lake. Forgive me for having to tell you this, but they found a watchman's shack where Elise was tied.
Was tied?
And where she drowned. They're searching for the body. I said we'd come.
Found her.
We found her shoe where she'd been tied at the floor of the shack. Tony, she's not in there.
You seem to have found something else outside in the mud.
I think it's best not to look, ma'am.
Janet, what is it? That scream.
It's nothing, Anthony. I thought I saw. It's nothing. Why are you staring?
What was it you thought you saw, Mrs. Picard? Someone you never expected to see again? A face at the window?
It isn't.
But it is, Mrs. Picard. Why? Why did you do this to me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You didn't arrange to have Al Duffy get rid of your son's wife?
Of course not.
You didn't hire Al Duffy to get his thugs to bring her out here and kill her?
No. No, I didn't. I didn't.
Big Red and Gator Joe talked, Mrs. Picard. Their plan didn't work out and yours didn't either. Isn't that it? Tony, you better get her a blanket.
Janet, what's all this about?
I guess there's no use lying any longer. I did pay Al Duffy to do away with Elise.
Janet.
I couldn't stand the thought of losing Tony to Elise or any other girl.
She called me that night, Tony, and said you'd been in an auto accident. I went when she said I'd find you near Magnolia Park. Well, they were there. Those two men, they grabbed me. I fought. Oh, how I fought, and I talked, too. And they're trying to get more money from Al Duffy for their dirty job before they finished it. I gave the performance of my life. Almost my death.
What do you say at a time like this? Do you say I'm sorry because my own mother tried to kill you?
Just say you love me. And don't blame me too much. Feel sorry for her and try to understand. I do.
Now, there are two kinds of jambalaya. One with cowpeas and ham and one with rice and tomatoes.
Well, let's have them both. Floods, alligators, missing wives, and wicked mother-in-laws. What's my appetite?
Watch the birdie. And don't let us interrupt your work.
Oh, you're not. We were just wondering about Al Duffy.
Mrs. Picard tempted Duffy with a few round, ripe dollars.
The moral melody is never spurn an employer. They can turn mean. And no calls, sugar. Jambalaya.
About some more pictures?
I'm worried, Kenneth, about your mother.
Why? Mother's fine. She's on a Mediterranean cruise.
I mean, I want her to like me, but supposing she doesn't and find someone like that Mr. Duffy to...
Melody Lee Mercer. You know that now and forevermore, we'll always be soul to soul.
Soul to soul.
Street beat. Bourbon Street beat. There is a throb and a wail and a sob in the beat. On Bourbon Street beat. Bourbon Street beat. The heartthrob you find when you're peeking behind the scene. In New Orleans, this is your theme. The music for a man who clings to a dream. A faded dream that's come a part of the scene.